Righto, today is going to be a slightly different mission today, guys. I'm down a beautiful little community called Alva Beach. It's a beautiful place. It's got a beautiful sandspit beach, but to get there, that's a different story. Now, this is not your typical beach. The locals call this section of beach the graveyard. It has taken so many vehicles, and yes, it has taken one of mine. The graveyard can test your limits, but I'm on a mission to find an actual grave behind a lighthouse. This beach is horrendous, and it is a unreal mission just to get to these spots, but we're on the hunt for a grave, and we're going to fish our way up because the tide is going out at the moment. Unfortunately, guys, I had to retire the old Polaris Sportsman 500, but I still got my little Polaris 300. I think it's about 8 Ks. I'm not sure if it's 8 Ks. It might be less. It might be more. I don't know, but there's a lighthouse and there's a grave. It's a hidden grave in the mangroves. We're on a mission to find it. The water looks clean. It looks so clean and beautiful. Today looks beautiful. Bit of breeze. It's unreal. Let's get to it. Let's get it done. Find this grave, catch some fish. Let's go. Crap nearly went over the handlebars. I thought I could get over it. Holy shit. Wow. Righto. Oh my god, I should have taken that line. Holy crap. Have a look at this. Wow, that's massive, man. Washed up on the beach. That's bigger than me. That's insane. Things you find, look, the barnacles on it. She's been out to sea for a while by the looks of it. Massive chain on it, man. This amount of weight. That's only got air in it. It floats, eh? I think I'm through the mud. That was I got warned by a mate that lives like around this area. It comes down here a lot. There's a lot of mud at the moment because it changes every week, every full moon or whatever, new moon. The tide brings the sand in sometimes, or it takes it out. So you either get the track full of mud, which is over there, or it's I've only had it a handful of times where it's a lot of beach on low tide, and it was a really good ride up. You know, majority of it was all beach. They call it the graveyard. It is the graveyard, and that's what I'm doing today. It might be cursed from this grave that I'm going to be able to find. It might be a curse. But anyway, we'll get up to the lighthouse and we'll get some information on that. Wow, that was a mission. Woo! Too wild, man. Too wild. Might have to try and hit that back on low tide, I think. So I'm just at the mouth of this gutter, so I'm gonna have a few flicks in there. I think it's mostly sand the rest of the way. That is basically the graveyard before the mangroves. It's over, thank God. I was gonna fish my way up, but I might just have a little fish here, and when it comes to low tide, I might make me way back because it's too gnarly back there and I don't want to lose another bite. Way too gnarly. Make an executive decision, but head back on dead low tide, I think. Look at the mud on me, nasty. No, that flatty just there. Oh, I think it is. It is, it's moving. Might be a big stinger. Oh, there goes another flatty. Oh, I'm too close to the bank. This is the spot, I think. Oh, got you. Oh, right in front of me. Oh, damn it. That would have been awesome. They're here. Oi, right at the bank. Oh, this is bloody heaven. The next spot we're going to go to is probably like a big lookout. I'm going to go check it out. I'll show you guys what the lookout looks like. That's pretty cool. The little 300 just doesn't have the horsepower. I might give it another crack. One more crack, what do you reckon? Why not? Look at that for a view, guys. Awesome little view. Little Hawko made it up the hill. Can't believe it. Shocking. Didn't make it the first time. Imagine if your bike went down there. Woo! You went too fast up and went straight down the bottom. But yep, this is Cape Bowling Green, guys. Beautiful little place. Beach is cursed, like I said before. And these little gutters, they're the ones I wanted to hit on the way up, but she's a bit of a wild position. We can't even see the lighthouse yet, so whew, what a view. Pulls you right on through the door. Keep tracking, eh guys? Some big sand dunes all the way up too. It's pretty cool. Massive sand dunes and straight into mangroves. Thick mangroves, man. Like these are thick as. And we're on the hunt for this grave. It's probably in the mangroves way up further. I've still got a fair way to go, I think, so I better keep tracking. Otherwise I'm going to lose track of time and I'm going to lose the tide. It's unreal what you find on the beach, guys. I've got the lighthouse just up behind us here, so we're not far from it. Look, what the hell's tracks are they? These are turtle tracks. Massive turtle tracks too. It's like it's somebody on a trolley or something. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, somebody walking the trolley. And that's where they laid the nest. There'll be eggs in there. And when the little ones come out, there'll be just a swarm of turtles coming. There's another one here. Look at an old vase there. We'll have a look at that in a sec. You know, guys, there's just so much to see up along this beach. There's broken down yacht stuff washed up to shore. It's a mission. I love when it's a mission. Things that wash up on shores, turtles, there's stingrays. Sometimes there's even dolphins not swimming out the point. But even look at this. Look at that, man. All from China, probably swept overseas. Just because the boats come through this channel outside the Barrier Reef and it ends up in this shore here. But look at that. Unreal. Oh, now we're not far from the lighthouse. Let's get moving. Well, here we are, guys. Cape Bowling Green Lighthouse right there. There's actually a bit of history behind this lighthouse, and I'll let you know what it is. This is actually the second lighthouse. The first original lighthouse is actually in the Sydney Maritime Museum down in Sydney. Now, the old lighthouse that used to be here, it actually got moved twice. Not once, but twice because of erosion, sand erosion. And they actually moved it closer to the lighthouse quarters. Now, when I say the lighthouse quarters, there was about a group of about 4 families, maybe 4 or 5 families that used to live at this lighthouse, all the way up here, isolated away from everyone else. About 4 of them. There was one superintendent, and then 3 or 4 assistants, and they all had their families up here living. And there's been reports of also near misses with a crocodile, because the old lighthouse actually used to get cut off on bigger tides through a channel, and one of the assistants actually nearly got eaten by a crocodile. And he managed to, somehow, the story's there, and he managed to get up on a pole and wait for the superintendent or another assistant to save him, or the tide to go out. But that's just incredible that it's the late 1800s, I think it was, all this happened. Just imagine 5 families, 4 or 5 families living out here, living off the land basically, and they even actually had children. They had up to about, I think, 8 to 10 children living in here with the families. Every family maybe had 3 or 4 children, and they actually got teachers to come out and live with the lighthouse attendants. And a lot of the teachers didn't last too long because excessive drinking, and the kids just didn't want to learn. So a lot of money lasted maybe a year or 2, and a couple of others did actually last a lot longer. But that's the life. Like, I'm sweating my ring out right now, and I can imagine that these people in the late 1800s living out here permanently, basically living off the land of fish and crabs and whatever supplies they got from in town too, maybe once a month, or who knows. So, but in saying that, there's actually an old grave out the back of this lighthouse, and that's what we're here to do, is find this grave. So let's get to it. I've got some rough mud maps of where the grave is. If I can't find them with the mud map, I will be getting the drone up, and I'm gonna start looking with the drone. So let's get to it, guys. Hunt down this grave, see who it is, and see what's going on. Unbelievable, guys, look at this. A grave in the middle of nowhere. Wow, what a mission to find this grave. You should see the state of my bike. I'll show you in a minute the state of my bike at the moment. It is insane. But look at that. Elizabeth Mitchell Small died on the 10th of October 1904. Aged 78 years old. She died out here, 78, living out here. Oh, there you go. She was the auntie of John Kidd, the lighthouse keeper of Cape Bowling Green. There you go, guys. A grave in the middle of nowhere. Just done some research on that grave. There you go. She died of natural causes, apparently. 78 years old, living out here at Cape Bowling Green, just in the scrub, basically. That's all it is. That's just incredible. Got a snap rod too. Snap the tip of me rod. But anyway, we found it, guys. It's incredible to have a grave out here so far away. Oh, there's another piece of fence here. The council have done really good things. They put coconuts and shells and big shells all around it, which is really good. Put a little fence up, a little pole as well. I don't know what the pole's for. Oh, this was a telegraph pole. They had a telegraph pole out towards the Cape Bowling Green here. Holy crap. 1874 to 1920 they had this telegraph pole. Those little unbelievable, guys. That's the only means of communication they had. That's incredible. Here, there's another fence here. Oh, the original remaining timber of the Elizabeth from Elizabeth Small graveyard, built in 1904. But that's insane, guys. I can't believe I found it. Took me all day to do it, and we've done it. Rightio, let's go right to the point. This is such a beautiful natural thing to see, and let's go there next, and I'll show you what that is before the tide gets too low, too high. Did it again. Won't be doing that again. We made it. This is the furthest point of Cape Bowling Green, guys. It's just a massive drop off on the sand ledge here. Look, there's bait feeding. There's probably 1 million fish in here. But I'll let you know now, all this bit here is all green zone, guys. You cannot fish. The green zone line is probably back there somewhere. I'll draw a map up for you guys. It's just that line right there, that's the green zone. You cannot fish in this area. But I love just driving up here to come up here for a drive because it's such a cool place. And I'll get some drone shots before we take off and we'll move on from there. Right guys, I've got to get a move on, guys. Tide's actually coming in and I'm getting flashbacks from the last time I came up here. The tide was coming in, so I'm just going to turn the camera off, guys, and once I'm in the safe and clear areas I'll turn the camera back on. I just need to scoot as fast as I can to get back over those mud flats and to get back to safe land. So I'm going to cut off right now. I'll do some B-roll, that's about it, and I'll meet you back at Elba Beach. So let's go. Made it through the graveyard, and I'll let you know why they call it graveyard, as I've already lost one of my four-wheelers to the graveyard, and there's been vehicles also been lost to the graveyard. Whoa, that's slippery. As you can see behind me right there, there's a good example. There's another one up further. Honestly, they should call this beach the graveyard, I reckon, because so many bikes and cars have been lost to it, and it's all because of this stuff. It hides just underneath the sand because the tides push the sand in and out. The sand moves a lot around here, and because the sand moves a lot, it just puts a little layer over the top of the mud and you can't see it. And some four-wheelers, they'll get over it pretty easily, but until you get to the proper mud patch back there. But this is the reason. The sand just hides underneath the mud. You ever see thongs and hats and shoes and whatever else? Jocks there. There's a pair of jocks there. This is the furthest you can probably go in a car down Alva Beach, guys. I swear to God. I don't like to name places, but I've got to name this place because of the history behind here. But this, you see this tree with thongs and hats and crap in it? This is the furthest point you can basically go in a vehicle. You go past this point, you're in what is called the graveyard. They call it the graveyard, guys. And don't go past here if you ever come down here for a day trip and want to drive on the beach down Alva Beach. See this? Trust me, I promise you, turn the hell around. Thongs on trees, no go down Alva Beach, all right? No go. Well, guys, I'm gonna call it a day. Look at me. Look at the state I'm in, guys. I've had a fun day, very energetic, got me out and about. Didn't catch any fish, but that's all right. I did what I wanted to do and I wanted to find that grave. Hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want more stuff like this, let me know in the comments. If not, that's okay. And until next time, I'm out.